One on eBay, Facebook, like an absolute idiot. Score. Bought some clamps. Hello everyone, Andy here, and welcome to what's probably going to be the last video, or especially the last mod, anyway, video of 2024. So what I wanted to do is to actually change out the headlights in this video. I'm going to change these I'm going back to a more standard look, but I want to go for pre-facelift. I want to give that retro sort of vibe, but with a little bit of a modern twist. So it's kind of like an OEM plus, I suppose. So without further ado, let's show you what I've got. So here are the two headlights that I was able to get hold of. One on eBay, one from a lad on Facebook. That one I was really lucky with. Honestly, I've not done anything to this. It looks brand new. I mean, look at it. I've not done anything. I haven't cleaned it, nothing. It looks like a brand new headlight. I can't believe it. And I think I got it for about 30 quid. Like this one, I'll show a picture. The one I got on Facebook was really, really dirty, full of mud and dust and cobwebs and everything. I've cleaned it up really nice, as you can see, and it's come out mint. That one is crystal clear. This one up close, as you can see, the typical sun's aging marks all over it. So I'm going to split these. We are going to keep the halogen bulbs everywhere, apart from the indicators. I'm going to go for the LED so that they are nice and bright, because I'm going to paint them, get them painted black, but keep the insides chrome, keep the original bulbs, so it's got that kind of retro look but modernised. Got the hairdryer on, I've got the headlight in this box, so I'm going for that kind of makeshift oven just to try and warm up the original butyl. And then I've got some rubber gloves here so that I can get some good grip on the lens and try and pull it apart. Right, so gave up with the trying of using a hairdryer in a box. I literally got a few mil after such a long time of getting in and out of the box, and it was so hot as well. So what I've done is I've bought this off Amazon, a pretty cheap heat gun, and I'm going to just try and heat it up slowly, bit by bit, and see if I can separate it that way. I've just realised why it's not quite coming off like an absolute idiot. I'm going to have to let it cool down now. But there is a screw here, and I need to undo that, I think, in order to be able to release the lens. So doing it that way was so much easier and safer than what I've seen other people do. If you saw just then, I basically used a GoPro suction mount on the front of the lens so that I could pull the lens away. That way, you see a lot of people doing this and scraping along and trying to pull it out. But the thing is, that'll just deform the plastic, whereas this, it's come out in the same direction that I can slot it back in. Now, one thing I do want to do is remove as much of this old butyl as possible. I'm going to take out the chrome plastic trim, and that's the one that I'm going to send off to Flawless to get painted in gloss black. Yes, I'm not going to do it myself, even though I'm pretty confident, I could do a decent job myself, scuffing it all down, primer, paint it, lacquer it, polish it. But by the time I've spent all that money on the paint and it's my time as well, and having a setup now in winter, I don't really have that. Okay, so I've got rid of the old butyl that was in the headlight that was with the very sort of damaged lens. Now the clear lens, weirdly, the butyl seems to all be purely on this lens, but this is all the original kind of sealant that I got rid of all the out of the channel that runs the whole way along, just using a Stanley knife to kind of score it, and then using a flathead to just really sort of push and scrape out all the debris. Right, so it's time to address the damaged lens of the two. We've got a very big long scratch against here, general sort of stone chipping, and a hell of a lot of cracking. The coating is peeled away and yellowing. So I'm going to go through some stages. I'm going to do 800 grit, 1200. Right, that's it. I think I've done enough, and I'm going to get it off to Flawless so that he can lacquer it. It's mad, isn't it, how much this looks like a state at the moment, but it is nice and flattened back. So hopefully once the clear lacquer's put on there, it should look like new. So I've got this amazing magic box where what I can do is I can get this sent to Flawless instantly. So if I just put this in here, close it up, and let's open it now. And there we have it. Look at that fast delivery. Right, so it is time to get everything put back together for the driver's side, and I'll get onto, once I've done this, I'll get onto why I'm only doing the driver's side tonight. So I know that the lighting isn't great in here, but I've just got no time towards the end of this year. This is everything. So I've got the lens, the inside, which has now been done in gloss black by Flawless, and it is looking so good. The light in here is just not picking it up, but yeah, it's looking smart. I'm going to make sure I've got some panel wipe, so I want to try and make sure that hopefully that doesn't need any touching, but I'm just going to make sure that that is as clean as possible before it goes on. So I'm going to give it a quick spray with that, clean it. I've got a brand new microfiber cloth there to dry the inside of that out, so that hopefully there'll be no smears, no contamination left on the inside of that lens. I guess give the chrome a little wipe as well while I'm at it. I've got my little air turbo fan, so I'm going to give the inside of this a full blast out, make sure there's no dust inside. And then also to finish it off, I've got some new 501 LED side lights in Osram there. Quite a few people recommended things like these Philips, what's it called, Racing Vision or Ultralights. I've got to admit, I actually cannot remember. I thought I bought Osrams, if I'm being honest, but it's just, you know, something that's a little bit brighter, hopefully less yellow in the way of vision. So, you know, I don't need them to be super bright. I'm not bothered about them being crisp white blue ones, but just kind of getting rid of that yellow tinge and just a little bit brighter. And these do say 200% more brightness than, you know, probably what came with the vehicle, which I know are like, you know, milk bottle jars with candles in sort of thing. So hopefully these do a good job. Then to actually seal them, I've got my butyl, which has been left over from previous jobs. So I've got that in there. I've got bought some clamps off Amazon, so that obviously I can try and pinch it all together and leave it to set and tighten up, harden. I've got my heat gun in there, so I can heat it all up. So that's the plan. Hopefully it all goes well. Something I forgot to actually sort of mention, but I'll just quickly slot it in now, is, so this was the lens that obviously I tried to treat, and it was re-lacquered as well, but something weird happened, where, if you can see, look at that. So after the 2K lacquer had been applied and it all looked mint, after a bit of time, all these little cracks and sort of deterioration seemed to happen. Now, in all fairness, the body shop were going to have another go at it, but I thought, let's cut our losses, and rather than him messing around, sanding, re-lacquering, potentially, you know, it's sort of reacting again, and also the colour had sort of changed, it kind of looks a bit blue, I just went ahead, bought another headlight, split that, and then went from there. So something I just wanted to show you before I did fit them was something I did on my current custom ones. Was, I don't know if it's just specific to the pre-facelift, but I found them a little bit tricky to get in the car. So what I did was, this is just like a locator, but I've cut it off, so I'm just showing you like a before and after. So that's what it looked like before. And then also, if you can see this, which is again like a locator, I actually trimmed it off because I found that, if you can see, that really protrudes quite a lot. So on that, I've got rid of that as well, and as you can see, it kind of just gives you that cleaner edge, and it's just easier to get in. And I've never had any problems with fixing the headlights in with the 3 points that you do have, and at the front there. So there we have it, everyone. The last mod of 2024 is done, and honestly, I love these. Out of any of the headlights that I have made, I think these are the best. I love the kind of clash of retro and modern put into one, and also the practicality of these because they are halogen. So, you know, in this winter time, if any moisture does get in these, then that halogen bulb, when it's on for a prolonged period of time, is going to heat that up. But I have got the LED side lights, the auto beam LED indicators, so I've still kept that nice modern twist. I love all these, like, is it refracting, is that the right word, like, which refracts the lights. Obviously it disperses it, makes it look bigger. I love that kind of retro look that you don't get on modern cars anymore. And also getting rid of most of the chrome to make it gloss black, which suits the car, because everything, all the other plastics on the car have been done in gloss black. But also what I do love, just like with my custom ones, is this line that runs along here makes it look like it's got an eyelid. It kind of gives it a little bit more character. It looks a little bit more aggressive than the kind of bug-eyed, frog-eyed sort of standard headlights that came with the car when I first bought it. So if you love what I've done to the car, sort of making it retro, slightly more practical than the other ones, less in your face, but I just think it suits the car so much better, then give me a thumbs up, comment below on your thoughts. If you've got any questions maybe that I didn't sort of cover in the video, then please feel free to leave me a comment. There will be a summary of the whole of 2024, which will be my very last video of the year. So really appreciate everyone who sits down and watches that. It is amazing how much actually I did achieve this year. It was amazing. I went so many places, I did so much stuff. The car changed more, lots of money spent, and yeah, it's been a very, very busy year. Thanks everyone for watching throughout the whole of 2024 and previous years on this channel and on this car. And obviously we've got the new one, which you might not be able to see in the background, which is the soon-to-be camper van. Really excited about that. So see you in 2025. Bye.